In this lesson, we are learning about two error detection methods used in data transmission, checksum and echo check. Both methods help computers check whether data changed while it was being sent from one device to another. By the end of this lesson, you should understand how each method works, how errors are detected, and what to write in exam answers. Why do we need error checks? When data is sent from one device to another, it may not always arrive correctly. A bit may change from 0 to 1. A bit may change from 1 to 0. Some data may be lost. Extra data may also be added by mistake. For computers, even one wrong bit can change the meaning of the data. That is why error checks are used in data transmission. Checksum, the core idea. A checksum is a value calculated from a block of data. Before the data is sent, the sender calculates the checksum. The checksum is then sent with the block of data. When the receiver gets the data, it uses the same method to calculate the checksum again. Then it compares both checksum values. If the values match, no error has been detected. If the values do not match, an error has been detected. Checksum at the sender. Let us look at what happens at the sender's side. First, the sender has a block of data ready to send. Next, the sender uses an agreed algorithm to calculate the checksum. An algorithm is a fixed set of steps. The sender and receiver must both use the same algorithm. After calculating the checksum, the sender adds it to the block of data. Then, the data block and checksum are sent together. Checksum at the receiver. Now let us look at the receiver's side. The receiver gets the data block and the checksum. The receiver calculates the checksum again using the same agreed algorithm. This new checksum is called the recalculated checksum. The receiver compares the recalculated checksum with the checksum sent by the sender. If both are the same, the data is accepted. If they are different, the receiver knows that the data has changed during transmission. Checksum decision. The checksum comparison gives two possible results. If the two checksum values match, no transmission error has been detected. The data can be accepted. If the two checksum values are different, an error has occurred. The receiver then asks the sender to send the block of data again. Remember this key exam point. A checksum can detect that an error has happened, but it does not tell us exactly which bit has changed. Echo check, the core idea. Echo check works in a different way. The sender sends data to the receiver. The receiver sends the same data back to the sender. The sender compares the returned data with the original data. If both sets of data are the same, the sender assumes the data was transmitted correctly. If the two sets of data are different, an error has occurred at some stage. Echo check, step by step. The echo check process has four main steps. Step 1. The sender sends data to the receiver. Step 2. The receiver sends a copy of the data back to the sender. Step 3. The sender compares the returned data with the original data. Step 4. If the data is different, the sender sends the data again. This is why it is called echo check. The data is sent back like an echo. Echo check limitation. Echo check is easy to understand, but it is not very reliable. If the return data is different, we know that an error happened, but we do not know where the error happened. The error may have happened when the data was sent to the receiver, or it may have happened when the data was sent back to the sender. So echo check can show that there is a problem, but it cannot clearly show where the problem happened. Checksum versus echo check. Now let us compare checksum and echo check. Checksum uses an extra calculated value. The sender calculates the checksum and sends it with the data. The receiver recalculates the checksum and compares the two values. Echo check sends the data back to the sender. The sender compares the returned data with the original data. For exam answers, use these keywords. For checksum, calculate, send, recalculate, compare, resend. For echo check, send, return, compare, resend. Summary. Let us quickly recap. A checksum is calculated from a block of data. It is sent with the data. The receiver recalculates the checksum. Then it compares both checksum values. In an echo check, the receiver sends the data back to the sender. The sender compares the returned data with the original data. If the values or data are different, an error has been detected. The data should then be sent again. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more IGCSE Computer Science revision. Visit www.tuitionharbor.com or email hello@tuitionharbor.co.uk.